be, because hey, we just gonna make it to where your ears are used against you, and hearing is a major part of your motor functions. Shouts out to being a judgmental motherfucker. You got five senses that make you judgmental, and she just fucked up one of the major ones for most people. Hell, yeah, the sound perception. Come on, you can't run from it. You can't run.
Two of you, and it looks as though I was right to assume that it would, Kaima says. And since I can now see on exactly where your vulnerabilities lie, and having my technique be what disorients your programming, let this now serve as being payback for ever daring to go and run your mouth off here against me, with Ultra Android 17 having to then shout, "Oh no, hurry and stand back up and continue to fight, 18! And as you shouldn't go and allow for that demon's temporary vice shout to be used as a distortion method in throwing you off your game, 18! And especially when I know that you can go and power through it, for you are stronger than she is, and so now hurry and stand back up and go and give it right back to her," as the elite demon Kaima went on to then chime in. "No, how pitifully sweet you are to go and reassure your allies' position when you are going to be no different in suffering the exact same fate as she just did, and falling victim to my vice shout as well, Android." To which, of course, seconds later, within that very moment, that was exactly what Kaima ended up doing, because with Kaima then being shown having to once again use her vice shout was when the elite demon Kyrax then went on to chime in. "Yes, that's right, for you pesky little androids weren't expecting for Kaima to go and rattle your programming and cybernetic enhancement with this little technique, now were you? And so now therefore I have this one within my clutches, and since I have him right where you want for him to be," Kyrax continues, "he's all yours, and so now hurry and come and turn his lights off permanently while his guard is now down, Kaima," with Kaima responding, "With pleasure, my dear old friend, and now that you wretched machines are scrambling to maintain your collective consciousness and collect yourselves after using my vice shout to momentarily disorient you both when you least had expected for me to go and do, and I think it's time that we go and find out on what your insides look like, because I can't help but wonder now on if you're simply made up of computer parts, or if you're simply made of flesh and bone." But then, it was only just within that very moment from out of nowhere as Orange Piccolo went on to make his presence known, in further having to be shown directly attacking the elite demon Kyrax, was when Orange Piccolo then went on to quickly shout, "Oh no, you demons don't, not on my watch you won't, and since the two of you think that by running the numbers advantage over our forces was going to help save you, well, you better go and think again," as a shocked Android 17 went on to respond, "Hey, what in the world? Piccolo? But where in the world did you just come from?" with Orange Piccolo then shown having to grab onto Kaima's neck by responding, "Well, never mind the introduction for now, and so hurry and make your move on her while I'm still able to grab hold of her, 17, and so do it," with Kaima responding, what is this? A Namekian here on Earth and leading a helping hand to an android? Why, you disgraceful excuse for a life form. Just you wait until I go and get my hands on you for daring to come in the way of our... But then, it was only as quickly as it happened with Ultra Android 17 then being shown having to double axe handle Kaima right back down onto the ground was when 17 went on to then quickly chime in, "You should be more concerned with having to go and deal with myself in 18 before you go off and having to turn your attention towards Piccolo, demon." And so now thanks for the save there, Piccolo 17 continues, "Even though both myself and 18 had everything under control against those two, but tell me something, are you sensing what I'm sensing take place around the planet here too, 17 questions? As it's hard to go and get a good read on what exactly is taking place, since it already looks like more and more of these things are starting to converge all around our area now as well," with Orange Piccolo responding, "Well, for what it's worth, things had only continued to seem as though they were getting worse and worse, especially with this sudden darkness that went and appeared from out of nowhere in the sky, and so now while I'm not quite sure on how Goku and the others are faring up within the moment," Piccolo continues, "and I'm afraid it's going to be up to us to go and ensure this planet's safety along with everyone on it," Piccolo says, "and so from here on I'll be joining you both to oversee and strengthen your stranglehold while we still hold the advantage over them," Piccolo continues, "but I'm going to need you to go and brace yourself for anything at any given moment, for I have a very bad feeling about what it is that is yet to come here, 17, as it was only right then and there now, during that moment, where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super Story of the Dark Masters, the official Murno sequel, manga chapter number 34 special, then comes to a close.